Hi everyone, Stepan here. I'm going to play another training game. Hopefully, I don't do similar mistakes that I did yesterday and the day before. I lost focus. I played stupid moves, and I feel I didn't pay enough attention to the game. So I'll try to make this way more serious, training wise. I mean, I know it's all in my head, and I have to get the right perspective on things on those training games, and I think I sort of managed to do that. So I'll try to take the training games way more seriously. By the way, this is the first video I'm recording on my new laptop, and it feels like I'm cheating. Like everything is flying and everything is fast and everything is beautiful. My old laptop was 6.5 years old, and it was an old Lenovo for about 400 euro maybe. So this is insane. I mean, I can do whatever I want on this laptop. I actually fixed the sound. Thank you guys for your advice. And everything is perfect. My opponent aborted the game. I had the black pieces, so maybe I get white this time. So anyway, yesterday's game was, I don't know if you saw it during the video, but I really got upset. So my opponent played a move that threatens a discovered attack on my king, and I didn't even consider that. I didn't pay attention to his move at all. So it's not about me not seeing the threat, I just didn't pay attention. I'm going to play the Caro-Kann. I don't play the Caro-Kann as my main defense anymore, but I love it, and I haven't played it in a serious game since the first training game in this cycle. So yeah, I hope everything is working. I hope the sound is okay. I tested it with one video. The camera seems good. It's obviously much better than on my old laptop. It's everything is perfect. Okay. So finally, my laptop is not overheating and everything is fine. Okay, so he plays the classical with knight c3. I don't know if I play bishop f5 or the Karpov. I think I'll just play bishop f5 for this one. Usually play the Karpov variation with knight bd7, with knight d7, excuse me. He needs to play knight g3. Oh, come on. How can he play knight c3 and not know the theory here? Even people that don't play the Caro-Kann know the theory here. Or the people that don't play knight c3 against the Caro-Kann. Okay, so knight g3, bishop g6. Okay, finally. So the reason why I like this is that I get to have interesting games, and if people don't know what they're doing, they could easily go wrong. You have to play knight d7 first to stop knight e5 in many variations. Also, if he plays knight h4, that's not such a big deal. And if he plays h4, I play h6, we transpose to the main line. If he plays bishop d3 now, I just ignore it because I would like him to take on g6. You have to take on d3 when your bishop is on h7. So I play knight f3. I don't play h4 when I play knight c3 against the Caro-Kann, so this is my favorite setup for white. It's not the main line, so it's not as challenging, but it's fine. Okay, bishop c4 is okay. I usually don't play bishop c4 that early. I play bishop f4, try to challenge the dark squares, and then I play c4. But this is fine. e6 is a move I want to play anyway, so it blocks in the bishop and prepares bishop d6. So now he really should play bishop f4, because if he doesn't, I'm going to play bishop d6, and my bishop is going to be better than his. By the way, this on Windows, there's this tool bar on the bottom. It used to be dark on my old laptop. Now it's white or light blue. I want to change that. I don't know how to do that. I have to set up a ton of things. Why is it light blue? Okay, anyway. So I'm not sure my opponent is as familiar with the theory in the main line of the Caro-Kann. And I'm not going to be talking about toolbars. I'll try to focus on the game. So normal moves for him, bishop f4, which should be best. Castles, h4, knight e5. Knight e5 is bad. h4 is bad because he moved the bishop already. So bishop f4 or castles kingside or queen e2. Okay, castles kingside. Now I will use the fact that he didn't play bishop f4. This just has to be correct because now he doesn't have an optimal square for the bishop. If he goes to g5, I will play knight f6 and follow it up with h6. Now both my bishops are optimal. His bishops are not, because the c4 bishop is staring at this wall of pawns, which unless he can get away with knight g5 and knight e6, isn't really an optimal placement for the bishop. I have lost games to bishop takes e6 before, and this could very well be a start of such an attack. So for example, if I play knight f6, bishop e6, f e6, rook e6 check, king f7, knight g5 check, king f8 already seems very, very scary. So I can avoid that with knight e7. I think I'll just play knight e7. I'm afraid of bishop e6. Maybe it didn't work, but I wasn't sure it didn't work. And even if he gives up a piece, I know that these sacrifices are long term, they are very good. And I lost one tournament game to bishop takes e6 because I played c5 too quickly. That I lost in the Karpov Caro-Kann, so my bishop wasn't even on g6, it was stuck on c8. However, when the bishop is on c8, it's much easier to defend e6 because you just play knight b6, attack the c4 bishop and open up your bishop to the defense of e6. So yeah, now the sacrifice truly shouldn't work because I have queen c7 in the end defending my bishop, and I can just castle on the next move. Okay. Okay, I'll just castle kingside. Castles, bishop e6, f e6, rook e6. My bishop is attacked. My knight is attacked twice. My knight cannot move. So I would have to play knight f6. So castles, bishop e6, f e6, rook e6 attacks my bishop. My knight is attacked twice. If I move the bishop, I lose the knight. So I play knight f6, blocking the bishop, defending my bishop on d6. So that works. He cannot take on e6. Knight e5 so early. So knight takes e5, d takes e5, bishop c5. If queen takes queen, rook takes queen, my e7 knight is still defended. But if a3, he's preparing b4, and if he plays b4, my knight gets undefended and I lose the e6 pawn. So let's go again. Knight e5, d e5, bishop c5, queen takes queen, rook takes queen. a3. I would have to play... I could take on c2, but I would probably play rook e8. I don't want to play f6 because bishop e6. So knight e5, d e5, bishop c5, queen takes queen, rook takes queen, a3. Ooh, he could play knight e4, then I have to give up my light squared bishop. But I think that's still okay. Usually getting a pawn to e5 either equalizes or is much better for white. Equalizes for black or is much better for white. In this position I don't think I have too many issues. He needs to tempi to drive my bishop away, and I don't think he will have enough time for that. If he plays a3, I can just play rook d7. And if b4, bishop b6, and my knight is defended. Not to mention that if I ever win the c2 pawn, I have knight d5, and that's going to be the best knight. So now the advantages of the Caro-Kann are this very solid pawn structure, which, unless he has knight e4, knight d6, doesn't really have weaknesses. Okay, he takes. Which rook? Okay, a rook, definitely. Now he has to be careful. If a3... Oh, okay, he does that. I think I just have to take. I don't think I have any other options. And now just rook d7. I could chase the bishop away first. h6 takes, bishop takes. Should be perfectly equal. h6, bishop e3, bishop e3, rook d2 should be better for me. h6, bishop h4, g5, bishop g3, rook to d2 should be better for me. So I think I just chase the bishop away, because if he leaves control over d2, then I should have an advantage. Oh, nice. Now there is pressure. Now I should have an advantage, especially with knight g6 coming. And I don't think he has time for bishop d3 because I play knight f5. I take the bishop and then threaten to take on f2. And if he moves his king forward to e1, I can then take on f2. Okay. My plan was knight f5. And I have to grab the bishop, threaten to take on f2. Otherwise he just plays king f1, king e1 and takes my rook. Now he probably plays rook e2. Not really.
Thanks.
I think rook e2 is the only thing he can do. Aha, okay, but now he doesn't challenge my rook. So that's okay. I'm just going to play rook f to d8, improving my last piece. I don't think there was anything much better I could have done. Okay, now he plays rook e2, but maybe he should have played rook e2 before rook f1. Rook f1 isn't really that great. Should I go back to d2? Maybe I should just get my king into play. I would also like to free up my c pawn. So he's going to have bishop d3 at all times. I see a trick. I will play rook d2, and after bishop d3 I will play h5, and if he plays h3 then I just take the bishop because it's pinned. I'm pretty sure he loses the bishop if he plays bishop d3. Should probably play bishop d1. Okay. Ah, he can take my knight first. Ah, stupid me. So h5, bishop takes f5, e takes f5. He still has to play h3. Then I can just take on c2. At least I win a pawn. He has to take the knight. Oh, he didn't see the trick. Okay, he resigns. Finally, I play the game without serious blunders. Whew, okay, the analysis of this one will be up on Thursday on Patreon. I will be analyzing all the games I played throughout the week, every Thursday. I hope I made up for yesterday with this one. My laptop is so great. I'm so happy. I'm going to set up my laptop and stuff. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you got something from the game. And yeah, a pinned piece is imaginary. I have no idea who said that, but I know that Nimcovich said the pin is mightier than the sword. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for more chess. Bye bye.